And I lost my train of thought. Monetizing the videos, and then said, so she starts crowdfunding, and now she's got a huge pool of people to draw from, so she's making bank. Mm-hmm. They crowdfunded a $700,000 home.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That's bullshit, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. All on the back of this little boy. So
nobody thought.
Wow.
They don't need a $700,000 house for that baby.
So then,
let me give them a couple $100. What the fuck?
Then, she's going back to this. We can't afford his therapy. He was in therapy.
Well, then they shouldn't have had a $700,000 house.
Yeah. I don't know a single parent that wouldn't sell anything they had to pay for the medical needs of their child.
Right. Starting with the $750,000 house.
So anyway, she starts this bullshit about, well, I've had to pull him out. There was a certain therapy, and they gave the acronym for it, and I don't remember what it is, but it's a real common therapy for autism.
Then it's probably covered by insurance.
Right, but it's also kind of intensive, like time intensive, so it's expensive. Mm-hmm. And it was like $500 a month, which if you're living in a $700,000 house, that's not a lot of money.
Shouldn't be a problem, yeah.
But anyway, so she makes a video about how she had to pull him out of that because it was costing them out of pocket like $500 a month. Do you want
hell?
This bitch is wearing a $6,300 Cartier watch during this video.
Oh my God.
When she's saying she can't afford this baby's.
She could sell that and pay for it for
over a year. Yeah. So I'm like, what? What the fuck? So then she starts this. She's in this video. She starts talking about how. First of all, the first thing she did wrong was she named the kid Huxley.
Fucking seriously?
She clearly hated him.
What's the name of her YouTube, or does she still have a YouTube?
I think she shut it all down.
Huxley?
Yeah, I think she shut it all down.
Wow.
Because I know she's been blocking... her Instagram is Micah Stauffer, just her name. So anyway, then... she decided, she gets on there and she's crying. And this video is so, y'all, it is so manufactured.
Well, when you said she was crying, I was like, it already sounds disingenuous.
Everything about it's disingenuous. I'm going to try and find a screenshot of the video because I want you to see. Okay, here it is. I'm not going to play the video, but I just want you to see how they're in front of, everything is white and pristine. Oh god, we're gonna play an ad. And then
strongest, most advanced.
We don't want to play their ad. All right.
Not unless they're gonna send us $10,000.
Look at this, y'all.
Really?
They're in their lily white, perfect clothes, and her with her hair, and she's shaky, and she's. So get this. So then they decide, after 2 years of being this child's parent, they decide that he's a lot of work. What it really was, they said over the last 6 months, suddenly he's not being featured in videos anymore. Well, he's not good. He's not good for business. He's messing up the brand, y'all.
Yeah, well, they're trying to phase him out.
He was the brand, and now he's messing up the brand. Mm-hmm. And so she's real broken up about it.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. We'll never know the pain she went through deciding to rehome little Huxley. Rehome. She used the word fucking rehome.
Like a dog.
He's not a dog. I couldn't rehome my dog.
No.
And then she said, but Huxley's forever home.
Like a dog.
Like a dog. She just dehumanizes this kid over and over and over. Like, okay, autistic kids, a lot of them are real, it's all about sensory, whether they hate it or love it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them are very oral fixated, so they want to chew or suck on something. And if you don't let them, have that stimulus, they'll bite or whatever. Okay. And he had, I guess he'd bitten. He was a thumb sucker. And I mean, like, I talked to some autism moms, and they're all like, yeah, if you find your kid is orally fixated, they've got chewies that they can't hurt themselves, and it's something for them to, instead of giving him one of those, they didn't want him sucking his thumb, so they duct taped his hands.
Oh my god.
That's child abuse.
Yes, it is. Duct taped his hands so he couldn't suck his thumb. And then when he acts out and bites one of her bio kids, well, we can't have that shit.
No, clearly not. Why though? So hold on. So she already had 3 kids.
I think she had two or three at the time. Yeah, when they got him.
So what the fuck did she want to adopt a kid for in the first place?
I already told you.
Because
social media
after
attention.
her study,
So at that
Her
point,
research.
at that point, nobody in the adoption chain thought maybe this won't be a good fit. Maybe this isn't the way we should go.
And she kept trying. The whole thing, she manipulated it. She kept trying to go around the delays, and I mean, I know it can. I'm sure it can be frustrating when you're trying to get a child. You want to be a parent,
or you want a bunch of views and to crowdsource.
But most people aren't awful like she is. So, I understand those delays, but those delays also, I'm sure, are to protect. To a degree, I know there's...
Yeah, they're not delays, they're waiting periods for a reason.
You don't... It's not something you want to do.
I mean, they are delays, but they're intentional.
These are not impulsive decisions.
Right.
They can't be because they're lifetime decisions.
Yeah, this
for the
isn't
welfare
checking
of
out
this
at
child.
Walmart and saying, hey, do I want a Reese's cup or not?
Right. These are not impulse buys.
Right.
This is a life. And so she kept going deep. Like, she was like, all right, well, we'll take a sicker kid or a more fucked up kid. I know that
No,
sounds
you're right. You're right.
I mean, that's basically that was her attitude.
Exactly
She's
what
like,
she was doing,
all right, so he's a little broken. We'll take him. We can get him faster. That was her attitude.
Well, and I bet you're not going to convince me that she didn't think, whoa, the more fucked up he is, the more views we're going to get.
Well, yeah, because, I get more attention because I love him.
That is fucking sickening.
It's sickening.
And not only that, I hope she loses her fucking
I hope she loses
viewership.
everything.
And I hope she can't afford to pay the taxes on that house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And, she would make videos. Like, she was like, I'm trying to be really real, and I'm going to show you that it's really hard. I don't like to show that part, but I'm going to show you how hard it is.
You know what? If somebody's actually going to show you that shit, they're not going to tell you that they're going to show you that shit.
Well, then she goes on. And I watched this video because I heard somebody describe it, and I was like, oh, no, that couldn't have happened. Nobody would be that mean. All right, I could be wrong. I was wrong. So the little boy, he's 4 years old. Mm-hmm. He is verbal, but he's not, he's not like Austin or Mason.
Stop.
Well, Austin's like 24, so...
No, he's verbal,
should be verbal.
But he's not... or just verbose like Mason is.
Right.
And so they're trying to work with him on something, and I don't remember if it was counting or a certain response or something. And she kneels down in front of him because it's important. They make a big deal about how he has RAD, which is reactive attachment
disorder,
and like he can't bond and he doesn't love them and all this stuff.
Here's the funny thing: I don't think you get RAD at 2 years old.
Well, here's the thing:
because RAD is an older cognitive response.
Well, they make a big deal about the fact that the child hasn't and can't bond with them. So she kneels down on the floor.
Which a 2-year-old certainly can.
Yeah. And he's 4 at this point, but...
Okay, a 4-year-old
right.
can too. RAD, from what I understand, and I am not an expert on RAD, but that's the type of shit that you're looking at double-digit kids.
Well, and here's the thing. Okay, so... she gets down and she tries to get in his eye level, and she's talking to him, and most 4-year-olds, he's not paying a lot of attention to mom. He's paying attention to the camera. He's paying attention to his sibling.
Yeah, I can't imagine where that wouldn't be distracting.
And so when he sees her down like that,
mm-hmm.
he assumes that she wants a hug because as she was talking to him, she's knelt down and she puts her hands out. Okay, I would think if I was just kind of
Mm-hmm.
He leans in to hug her, this boy who can't attach to her.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which is something, if he had that, is not
he
what
would
he
not
would do.
try to embrace her.
No.
And it wasn't forced. It was really natural. He leans in and she pushes him back.
Wow.
And she says, no, I don't want a hug. I'm trying to show them something.
God.
And I'm thinking, bitch, I don't ever turn down a hug from a baby. If I was trying to make a point, I'd be like, oh, thank you, love you. Now let baby show you what you're,
Wow.
I can't imagine being so wrapped up in my own bullshit that an innocent child that I'm supposed to love tries to give me a hug, and I'm like, no, that's not what we want for the camera. Back off.
So this may sound harsh, and I'm aware of that up front. But when you have a kid that's that young, and you are putting all of this external shit, cameras, all of this, what I'm 100% sure is choreographed fucking scenes and shit, that seems like child abuse to me.
Well, and just like it hurt my heart. Like just that rejection. If she's willing to reject him so out of hand and let the whole fucking world, like almost 1 million people see that, how does she treat him on the day to day?
Yeah, when the cameras aren't
rolling. It really bugged me. And so that was a problem. Then she starts. I'm watching these videos, and this is where she's trying to explain her rehoming of this child. And she's saying things like,
hope she got his shots and got him neutered.
She was saying things like, well, first she tried to kind of put it like another family had already taken him and he was permanently, because she used the words forever home. That's not the case at all.
Which is a term that you use for a dog.
Right.
Or a
cat.
An animal.
But that's not the case at all. He's not in the system because she did not give them. He did not give him to the DCFS of that state, whatever they call themselves.
Right. What state? Probably California.
No, I think it was like Ohio.
Oh, okay.
But that could be a complete lie.
But they have a Health and Human Services. Whatever
she did not turn them over to care. She just gave them. It's actually illegal in many states, but it's not in their state. She just
gave him back.
No, just gave him to another family. No vetting of that family.
I can't imagine that's actually illegal.
Because didn't our
we had a
local state representative do the same thing?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But this family had not
them to another family.
And by all means, I don't know this
Which
new family.
I still don't think that's legal
That's
at
not
that situation.
legal.
It's illegal in some states, but in apparently Arkansas and Ohio, it's not.
Well, they probably didn't think it was a thing, but apparently it is now.
I didn't know we had to have a law for that. That seemed like common sense.
Yeah.
But so these people could be great, but we don't know because they were never vetted. There's no. They just were like. She's like, well, I have some experience dealing with troubled children. Okay, well, you take him now. I'm going. Now here's the kicker.
Isn't that exactly?
That's exactly
what
Dawn
happened. Powers did.
Well, I wouldn't have gone there, but
oh, fuck her right in her awful ass. No. Oh. So you know what? And fuck her gay husband too.
In his ass too.
Well, where else are you gonna fuck it? Was that a secret? I didn't know.
I was just gonna drink the coffee. I'm high, but I'm not that high.
So here's what happened with them. There was a woman. She had an adopted kid.
This woman was she was a social worker.
She was masters of social work. I thought it was weird that she had an unusual name and her kid had the same unusual name, but whatever.
They were little and big, weren't they?
Yeah. Yes, they were, which I thought was so odd, but whatever. So the little one, who was like 14.
No.
Yes,
I think
she
so.
was.
She was teen.
Was she?
Mm-hmm.
She had a horrible childhood.
And she had rad.
She had rad.
Well, but the reason she had rad was because she was like horribly sexually assaulted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she'd been
like on a regular basis
and had
and all
been in
this.
the system,
right? And she had reactive attachment disorder.
And this person that adopted, she
was trained specifically to deal with this
with children
and
terrible
Dawn
problems.
Powers from Renew in Cabot
Christ.
thought that she
I do not support this.
I do. Thought that she could do better. And so she said
she was a daycare director, god damn it.
Yeah, because she ran a daycare with fucking 12 kids in it. So but between that experience and some prayer, she's got it covered. So she took the little one who's 14, 15 years old by now, and that lasted less than a year. And she realized, oh, fuck, I was wrong, and I'm over my head, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm a complete dumbass.
Well,
and Dawn Powers got rid of that girl.
Because I remember in the original home with the trained foster mother or I guess adopted